He's just all this.
What's up, YouTube? Today you're gonna be seeing Big Jaw on why Terry Crews fell off.
All right, let's see what they talking about.
Just your overall thoughts.
For one, Terry Crews was an actor that I admired. We have similar past. I think he's from either Flint or Grand Rapids. He's from Michigan. I'm from LA, but he played ball in college. I played ball in college. He went to the NFL. I didn't go, but we played the same position. We were around the same size. So
Wait, Terry Crews was in the NFL?
I watched his career go
I ain't
from
never
like
seen that, man.
training day where he barely had any lines, if no lines, to like white girls, to My Wife and Kids, and other stuff he did. You know what I'm saying? He's funny, big funny, dancing and stuff. I loved all that. Super swole, he be in the gym heavy. So I looked at him like, damn, I can, and he made it. All the way from the security guard at I think at a Sony lot or something like that to like being where he is.
He was a security guard, they call him Friday or something like that.
Possibly, boom, and then he ended up being in part 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's dope. I love hearing that, and I never met him before. So, but over the years, he's kind of done things and kind of said things, tweeted things that I didn't really agree with, and it does seem like he kind of panders to the white people. And nothing wrong with getting along with everybody. I believe in getting along with everybody, but pandering and catering to the dominant society, or the, you know what I'm saying? I don't rock with that. And even if he might not think he does. I've never talked to him in person, so I never talked to him in general. So I never had a one-on-one with him. I don't know. He might have his own take. I know people talk bad about him, and from my perspective, me watching the way he's been moving, I'm like, it's just not as. It's hard for me to even relate to him now. Before I thought, me and him, man, I can't wait to meet him one day so we could talk about our paths to get to where we're at. You know what I'm saying? We probably still can do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not opposed to that, but like, he's not somebody that, like, when I think about big niggas in show business, it was The Rock and Terry Crews.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those are the guys I'm like, yeah, they both did comedy, they both did action, they both was big, imposing actors, and I'm that too. You know what I'm saying? At a different level. But I mean, like, I feel like maybe like his career, I think his career could have been bigger, could be bigger had he not moved the way he moves. And I don't even know if I can specifically say what he's been doing other than like nigga grabbing his meat and he not doing nothing. Right. You getting slapped out. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying, and I know violence don't solve everything, but if somebody grabbed my meat, bro.
He grabbed somebody's meat? That's kind of. Actor Terry Crews have agreed to settle a lawsuit, which.
Advocate and a survivor of a sexual assault.
Was it the dude or a girl?
This past year, we have seen powerful men in Hollywood and elsewhere finally held accountable for sexual harassment and assault. The backlash survivors faced after coming forward. I wanted these survivors to know that I believed them. I supported them, and that this happened.
You're a big, powerful man.
Yeah.
Why didn't you?
Senator, as a black man in America,
Look at him.
Say it as it is. I think it's important.
He knows.
you only have a few shots at success.
Boy, if you don't get. Boy. Boy.
Oh, and I keep my job. I gotta walk around this dude knowing he grabbed my pipe.
No.
Oh, yeah, it's only a few ways of you getting slapped out by me. You know what I'm saying? You do something to my family, my wife. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you sexually put your hands on me or violently put your hands on me. You get mopped. But yeah, that was an offense to either, if not slap him out, snatch him up or something. Man. You gotta yoke that nigga or something, man. You gotta let him know that wasn't okay. Outside of saying that's not okay. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? He took a chance.
I ain't gonna lie, he the type of dude to be like, hey man, that's not okay. As big as he is, bro.
He was like, I could do this to Terry. He ain't gonna do nothing.
Mhm.
Boink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Why
should
do you
have.
think the person felt comfortable to do that to Terry Crews?
Because like the energy he giving off is like, you do something to me, I'm not really gonna care. That's the type of energy that he give off.
I couldn't even fathom someone actually feeling comfortable to do that, because my natural assumption would have been like, you finna get knocked
I'm
out.
saying like, as big as he is, like the person who did that, I ain't gonna lie, they had
Yeah.
But why do you think that person felt he was comfortable with?
Because Terry comes off as, hi, I'm
Yeah.
Joe, I'm a gentle giant and all that, right?
yeah, like that.
But if you know me for sure, I smile all the time. I smile. I'm a smiler. I'm a lover and a fighter, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm both. So I'm with the smoke. If you want to hug and say
gonna
be
let Big
sorry,
Jaw
bro,
speak
it's all
for you.
love. Or you want to go outside and chunk him, let's do that too. I'm with all that. So I don't think he has enough of that anymore,
Yeah.
or ever. I don't know the man. I
Right.
know he looks like a savage, but then he doesn't act that way. And it's been years of him.
Is that maybe what turned people off? Because it was like, oh, you're not what I thought you were. It kind of maybe felt
Yeah.
like it was a
people
front.
love The Rock because he's the biggest dude in the
You
world.
really feel like Rock will whoop your ass.
Yeah, I don't
Like
think
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like The Rock. Let's compare Rock and Terry Crews at like type of attitude. Both of them happy. Both of them like jolly type stuff. But The Rock is more like masculine. To like if you push his buttons, he would actually fight back. You know what I'm talking about? Terry Crews. Ow, that hurt. Like you know what I'm talking about?
you touch The Rock like that. And
Yeah.
The Rock is a nice dude. He comes off as a very nice
He a
guy.
nice
He touches
dude.
kids. Huh? Not touches kids. I say touch. I'm talking about like
We got
inspire. He motivates kids. He ain't touching kids. You know what I'm saying? But like he does. He seems like a very nice person. I don't think it's facade. I think everybody ain't nobody perfect, but he comes off as a guy that old ladies like, women love, men admire, and kids love. They look up to.
Mm-hmm.
He's that. He's the new Arnold Schwarzenegger, but even bigger and better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and he's this big tough dude. He's the tough guy that's super cool and super approachable. Terry Crews don't even seem like a tough guy no more. So it's not somebody to admire anymore. He's just he's kind of like the guy that
like
he's overlookable now.
he
You know what
got
I'm saying? He's
muscles
a
for
person
nothing.
that, damn, what is he? It's hard to explain, man.
I mean, this goes. I think it goes against what his brand represented.
Especially coming into the game. You can still be tough. You can still be the man. You can still be the Terry Crews, the big boulder of a man, and still be gentle and nice. And you know what I'm saying? You could have kept it. Now he's just all this. And
I think
that's all
the-
he is now. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the turnoff. Do you think Hollywood blinded Terry of what he represented in our culture?
I ain't gonna blame it on Hollywood. I blame it on him. But yeah. And if I ever meet him one
I
day,
think
which
it's
I might one
Hollywood.
day, I would
Like,
candidly
love
talk to
for
him and be keep it 100, man. I admired you for a while, man, and I looked up to you in some way as another young actor, and seeing a person that looks like me, literally looks like me, and navigating through this Hollywood world, I liked it. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? Then things start changing for me because I feel like you changed, or you just, you know what I'm saying? I can't relate to that nigga that's always smiling. No matter what's being said, what's
Right.
happening around you, everything is cool. Nah,
Right.
you don't got nothing to say.
I think that's where just kind of looking at it with Terry, he probably didn't know what he represented. He probably wasn't hearing enough from men like yourself that was ultimately living through him. You know, when we see Denzel, we talked about that earlier. A lot of us are living through these actors and getting our confidence from them, our self-esteem. We're inspired by them. And I could imagine with Terry Crews not really understanding you're playing Julius on Everybody Hates Chris. You know, you're playing a black father figure, one of the many black fathers that we've seen on TV. So I just don't know if he was well aware of what
He went from that
represented.
to like, I saw him play the father on Everybody Hates Chris. I'm like, man, this big ass dude is playing a regular guy. They never talk about his size. They never talk about how big he is, how strong he looks.
Yeah.
He was just a regular dude. They could have gave that to not Don Cheadle, but someone like Don Cheadle.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But they didn't. They gave it to him, and he doesn't look like he looks like a dad, but he looks like a dad that's gonna be the bricklayer, the construction worker, and I think he did work some kind of like manly job, but like he wasn't a scary character on the show. He was a regular black strong father, and I thought that was dope. I'm thinking that lets people know that hey, Terry Crews can do anything. He can play the bully. He can play the big antagonist. I thought that was dope. And he went from there to like nigga, he just lost it to me. Like when I look at him, I don't look at. I'm trying to think if I can look up some quotes from him about him giving some real game out to people. Denzel, there's quotes galore of him giving game out. You know what I'm saying? From a black man, from a strong black man. And I don't really get that. I don't get those moments from Terry Crews. You know what I'm saying? Everything seems to be so nice and politically correct and not too much, like it's very cookie cutter to me, man. So I can't really relate to that anymore.
You got me thinking about one thing around Terry, and I'm gonna kind of wrap it up. With you said that you felt that he could have been bigger than what he is.
I thought he was.
And is that would you consider, was that on his status to legendary?
I thought he had the personality, and I thought he had the acting chops to play some of these roles that Denzel played, that Will Smith played. I thought that The Rock is playing. You know what I'm saying? I thought Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson's legendary. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Samuel Jackson's gonna work for the rest of his life. He always plays a very imposing, strong, good guy or bad guy. He's very commanding on camera. Samuel Jackson is. Terry Crews, to me, I thought was going to be along the lines of Samuel Jackson, Lawrence Fishburne, Denzel Washington, The Rock. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So like he don't even have to play a black man. He could play a character that any race could play. I thought I saw him being the action hero. He'd be there's The Rock, and then they could be in the movie together, like the Rocky, like Sylvester Stallone and Dolph Lundgren was. Like they could be opposing each other. I'm thinking that's who the two guys for me, Big Jade. I was coming up as a young actor, like, hey man, The Rock and Terry Crews. I would have definitely put them in the movie together.
Oh, that scene in the movie, I thought this was very interesting. I learned a couple things about Terry Crews, and I hope y'all learned a couple things too. Like, I still like him as an actor. He's still a cool actor. It's just that he changed. But like the video and subscribe. It really helps me out. And peace.